Hello folks, my name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times. Welcome back to the newsroom, and today I have a breaking news story. But before we begin, I want to make a full disclaimer. This report comes from the mouth of President Donald J. Trump. It does not reflect our views, and it does not reflect what we believe or think. We are just reporting what he said. We are reading it word by word from his full disclosure, his full statement, in full. Once again, it does not reflect our views. It does not reflect what we believe. We're just reporting the news. Thank you so much. All right, folks, thank you so much for joining us here at the newsroom, and let's begin. Let's get right into it. This comes from President Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States. And it says, statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States. Based on their interviews, I felt it was time to speak up about Dr. Fauci and Dr. Birx, two self-promoters trying to reinvent history to cover their own bad instincts and faulty recommendations, which I fortunately almost always overturned. They had bad policy decisions that would have left our country open to China and others, closed to reopening our economy, and years away from an approved vaccine, putting millions of lives at risk. We developed an American vaccine by an American president in record time, 9 months, which is saving the entire world. We bought billions of dollars of these vaccines on a calculated bet that they would work. Perhaps the most important bet in the history of the world. Dr. Fauci and Dr. Birx moved far too slowly. And if it were up to them, we'd currently be locked up in our basements as our country suffered through a financial depression. Families and children in particular would be suffering the mental strains of this disaster like never before. In a fake interview last night on CNN, a fake interview, according to President Trump, Dr. Fauci, who said that he was an athlete in college but couldn't even throw a baseball even close to the home plate, it was a roller, tried to take credit for the vaccine, when in fact he said that it will take 3 to 5 years and probably longer to have it approved. Dr. Fauci was incapable of pressing the FDA to move it through faster. I was the one to get it done. And even the fake news media knows and reports this. It goes on to say, once again, this comes from President Donald J. Trump, Dr. Fauci is also the king of flip-flops and moving the goalpost to make himself look as good as possible. He fought me so hard because he wanted to keep our country open to countries like China. I closed it against his strong recommendations, which saved many lives. Dr. Fauci also said we didn't need to wear masks. Then a few months later, he said we needed to wear masks, and now 2 or 3 of them. Fauci spent U.S. money on the Wuhan lab in China, and now we know how that worked out. Dr. Birx is a proven liar with very little credibility left. Many of her recommendations were viewed as pseudoscience, and Dr. Fauci would always talk negatively about her, and in fact would ask not to be in the same room with her. The states who followed her lead, like California, had worse outcomes on COVID and ruined the lives of countless children because they couldn't go to school, ruined many businesses, and an untold number of Americans who were killed by the lockdowns themselves. Dr. Birx was a terrible medical advisor which is why I seldom followed her advice. Her motto should be, do as I say, not as I do. Who can forget when Dr. Birx gave a huge mandate to the people of our nation not to travel, and then traveled a great distance to see her family for Thanksgiving, only to have them call the police and turn her in? ? She then, embarrassingly to her, resigned. Finally, Dr. Birx says she can't hear very well, but I can. There was no very difficult phone call other than Dr. Birx's policies, and that would have led us into a COVID-caused depression. She was a very negative voice who didn't have the right answers. Time has proven me correct. I only kept Dr. Fauci and Dr. Birx on because they worked for the US government for so long. They are like a bad habit. So once again, we come back to what I said at the very beginning. Our disclaimer is, these are the words of President Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States, and it does not reflect our views or our thoughts. We were reading this because it is in the public interest. We are reading this because it is in the news. And we are a news network, and we cover everything fairly and completely here at Golden State Times. But we want to know what you guys think. There's no opinion here at Golden State Times, but we do want to know your opinion, the American people's opinion, people around the world, and your opinion. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you so much for joining us here at Golden State Times. My name is Jen Goldstein, and let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys missed our previous videos, they should be coming up somewhere around here. And also make sure you follow us on Twitter and you like us on Facebook. And if you like this report, make sure you slap a like on it and you make sure that you subscribe and you click that bell. Thank you so much, folks, and we will see you very soon. Peace.